Places and Jobs, Part 1, Jessie, Grade 3. Hello, my dear children. How are you all? Do you know what our vault is today? Today we are going to learn about places and jobs. Let's see how the language is going to be used in this lesson. The objectives in the lesson are identifying and describing jobs and asking simple questions about everyday life in the present. The grammar used here is present continuous tense, prepositions of movement, prepositions of place, and to answer questions such as where is the and what can you see. The functions done here are giving directions and locations and asking simple questions about everyday life using link words such as and then. The vocabulary used here is about the places in the local area and jobs. Now children, let's look at some jobs. The first one, actor, actress. A person whose profession is acting on the stage, in films or on television. Painter, an artist who paints pictures. Chef, a professional cook. Dancer, a person whose profession is dancing. Dentist, a person who is qualified to treat diseases and other conditions that affect the teeth and gums, especially the repair and extraction of teeth and the insertion of artificial ones. Doctor, a person who is qualified to treat people who are ill. Firefighter, a person whose job is to extinguish fires. Footballer, a person who plays football, especially as a job. Mechanic, a skilled worker who repairs and maintains vehicle engines and other machinery. Nurse, a person trained to care for the sick or infirm, especially in a hospital. Policeman, a member of a police force. Teacher, a person who teaches specially in a school. Waiter, a man whose job is to serve customers at their tables in a restaurant. Now children, let's have a look at some places. The first one, bank. A bank is a financial institution licensed to receive deposits and make loans. Beach, a pebbly or sandy shore, especially by the sea, between high and low water marks. Bridge, a structure carrying a road, railway, etc. across a river, road, or other obstacle. Bus stop, a place where a bus regularly stops, usually marked by a sign. Cafe, a small restaurant selling light meals and drinks. Car park, an area or building where cars or other vehicles may be left temporarily. Cinema, a theatre where films are shown for public entertainment. Library, a building or room containing collections of books for use or borrowing by the public or the members of an institution. Mountains, a large elevation of the earth's surface rising abruptly from the surrounding level. Museum, a building in which objects of historical, scientific, artistic, or cultural interest are stored and exhibited. Park, a large area of land, usually in a largely natural state, for the enjoyment of the public, having facilities for rest and recreation. Post office, the public department or corporation responsible for postal services and telecommunications. Restaurant, a place where people pay to sit and eat meals that are cooked and served in the premises. River, a large natural stream of water flowing in a channel to the sea, a lake, or another river. Road, a wide way leading from one place to another, especially one with a specially prepared surface which vehicles can use. School, an institution for educating children. Supermarket, a large self-service shop selling food and household goods. Swimming pool, an artificial pool for swimming in. Theatre, a building or outdoor area in which plays and other dramatic performances are given. Train station, a place on a railway line where trains regularly stop so that passengers can get on or off. Bus station, a place in town where buses arrive and depart. This is Sarah's town. The person who is circled in red is Sarah. She is looking at her town. There are many places in her town. Look at the picture of Sarah's town. Make a list of all the things you can see. You can see bus station, supermarket, theatre, school, bank, hospital, playground, castle, police station, offices, cinema, post office, cafe, mechanic shop, restaurant, saloon, stadium, and railway station. Now it's time to ask and answer the questions. Number 1. What's Sarah doing? Number 2. What can Sarah see from her window? Number 3. What are the people in the streets doing? Number 4. Which floor is Sarah's flat on? Number 5. What's the weather like in Sarah's town? Here is a small exam tip for y'all. When you answer questions like these, don't forget to answer them in full sentences, children. Now let's look at the answers. Number 1. What's Sarah doing? She is looking outside of the window. Number 2. What can Sarah see from her window? She can see the supermarket, the bus station, the theatre, the school, the hospital, the bank, and the playground. Number 3. What are the people in the streets doing? They are walking along the streets. Number 4. Which floor is Sarah's flat on? Sarah's flat is on the 6th floor. Number 5. What's the weather like in Sarah's town? It's sunny and hot. Now it's time to ask and answer the questions. Dear children, keep in your mind that this stage of conversation is more personalized. During the exam, students will be expected to talk about themselves and their own situations. These are the questions. Number 1. Do you live in a flat or a house? Number 2. Which floor is your bedroom? Number 3. What can you see from your bedroom window? Number 4. Where do you do sports in your town? Number 5. Is there a park? What can you do in your park? Number 6. Where do you go with your friends? Number 7. What's the weather like today in your town? You can practice answering for these questions with somebody in your home. I hope you all understood the lesson today. Let's meet again with another new lesson. Till then, don't forget to practice these questions at home, children. Then, stay safe. Goodbye.